Hey everyone, welcome back to Endless Money Pits. This is a car, and today I'll show you how to see out of it better, especially in the rain. I live in the Pacific Northwest, and there's no way to avoid driving in the rain here. If your wipers are old or dirty, or if your windshield is untreated, driving in the rain can be downright dangerous, especially at night. In this video, I'll show you the tips and tricks I've picked up over the years for maximizing clarity in the rain out of all the windows in my cars. The only supplies I needed for this job were a bucket, a hose, dish soap, microfiber towels, 4/0 steel wool, glass cleaner, a new set of windshield wipers, and a bottle of Rain-X. There's no sponsor for this video. Rain-X is just a really effective product that I've been using for almost 20 years, and I chose Bosch Icon wipers because they were featured on an episode of Project Farm, winning the shootout for best wiper out of 8 brands tested. Compared to the old wipers, the Bosch Icons have a much simpler design that is supposed to improve contact with the windshield wiper across the entire blade. There are links in the description for everything I used. I've been neglecting this windshield for about a year and a half, and the wipers are about 5 years old, dirty, and starting to tear. As each drop of water hits the glass, it spreads out and splatters, creating a blurry mess, and these old wipers are leaving some streaks, but they're actually doing a pretty good job at quietly moving the water. To get started, I'll wash the windshield with some hot soapy water. I'm using dish soap because it will do a better job at removing road grime and any residual traces of Rain-X from the last time I applied it. Rinse away the soap and dry off the glass. A lot of people might not want to do this next step, but I always use 4/0 grade steel wool to remove any traces of dead bugs or anything the wash might have missed. 4/0 steel wool is super fine and has never left scratches in my glass, but do your own research, test it on a small area, and don't blame me if your car has soft glass or something weird. I washed the windshield one more time to remove any dust left over from the steel wool. Now rinse and thoroughly dry the glass, especially around the edges. It was starting to rain, so I pulled the car into the garage for this next part because it has to stay dry. Make sure to read the directions on your bottle of Rain-X because they change the formula from time to time, but here's what my bottle says to do after cleaning and drying the glass. Apply in temperatures above 40 degrees Fahrenheit or 4.5 degrees Celsius. Apply to a small, folded, dry cloth and wipe onto exterior glass using a firm, circular, and overlapping motion. Allow to dry until slight haze appears. Remove haze with dry cloth or by sprinkling with water and wiping with paper towel until crystal clear. Also, don't use it on anything other than glass unless approved by the manufacturer. Be careful not to get too close to the edges of the glass so you don't pull any water out from under the rubber seal. It only took a few minutes for the slight haze to appear, which was barely visible. Wipe away the haze as good as you can, but I recommend carrying a towel in the car for the first few drives in case you find a spot that you missed while driving. Like I mentioned earlier, these wipers are about 5 years old. I keep them clean and working well by scrubbing the blades with a soapy rag every time I wash the car, but it's finally time for a replacement. Well, that was easy. By the way, you can now support the channel by purchasing this awesome design available in a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie, and in a bunch of different colors as well. Check for a link in the description below. The last step is to clean the inside of the glass. I only chose Rain-X glass cleaner because I had some on hand, and this video is kind of about Rain-X, but your favorite glass cleaner should be fine. Just make sure not to clean tinted glass with regular Windex or any other glass cleaner containing ammonia. However, I do not recommend Rain-X washer fluid because I've had problems with it clogging the motor that pumps the fluid to the windshield sprayers. Now that I'm done, you can see how each drop of water immediately beads up and easily rolls away. The new wipers are also performing perfectly, and at highway speeds, I don't need to use my wipers as much, or even at all in some cases. On a side note, I watched a video from a big YouTube channel a couple years ago telling viewers to use new finish car polish on their windshields instead of Rain-X. I tried it, but it gave me all kinds of glare in the sunshine, water didn't beat up nearly as well, and it didn't last very long either. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this video, but I've got like a million more, so check those out before you go. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe for more of the best DIY videos on the internet. And until next time, just keep throwing money at it.